All right, what's going up, guys? What's going on, guys? So today is episode 1 of my new series, Road to New York. So I'm going to be competing in New York in September, and I was going to wait to do this once I started prep, but I was kind of talking with my buddy Pat last night, going over just a bunch of business stuff and just talking about content and everything in general. He's like, why wait till then? Why not just start now? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start now. Just going to document the whole thing all the way from now up until my show in September that I'm going to be competing with Keith. So my main goal for this show is just to beat Keith. That's the goal. I just went out, bought a battery for my scale. So I'm going to do my first weigh-in of the series. Alright, so we're starting off at 182 pounds today as of February 20th. So this is currently what I'm looking like at 182 pounds. Okay, so sitting at 182 pounds, my main goal for the rest of my bulk is I want to try to get to 190. I've never been that weight before, so I think it would be a really good goal for me to get to. And then I'm going to probably start my prep end of May / beginning of June. So I think that's a reasonable time frame to get to 190 pounds. So let's see if we can get there. With that being said, today I'm just going to kind of go over a few tips on how to bulk as an ectomorph. So this has been a big thing for me. Like my whole life I've been just a super skinny kid. In high school I was 145 pounds, super lanky, just really skinny. So it took a while for me to learn all of it and just to actually accumulate muscle mass. So I'm going to show you I'm going to share you with speaking is tough. So I'm going to share with you guys my tips on how to bulk as an ectomorph. Okay, so just pulled up to the bottom of Mount Boucherie. I'm about to do a little hike right now. I've been doing a hike past couple days now, and I just realized I live in such a beautiful area. I got to take advantage of it more. So about to do a hike, but I'll give you guys tip number 1 right now before I head up. So you want to eat in a calorie surplus. Now I know that that's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously you want to be a calorie surplus, but it's such a huge thing to really put on size. You may think that you're eating a lot, but trust me, you're not. If you're not putting on size, you're not eating enough. That was my biggest issue. I just wasn't eating enough. So way to do this, just track what you're eating for a week, 2 weeks, whatever you need to do. Just track your food so you can figure out what your maintenance is and then eat more than that. Every person is different with how much they're going, how many calories they're going to burn in the day, whether you sit at a desk at an office job or if you're constantly moving on a construction job. Obviously the calories in versus calories out is going to be very different for each person. So that's why I recommend that you track your food and see what you have to eat to maintain and then eat above that so you can put on some muscle mass. So that's tip number 1. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm going to get in there one day. I'm going to climb on top of there, get a dope ass photo. Tip number 2, don't go hiking. It burns way too many calories. Shit! Alright, back home with tip number 2, eat high calorie foods. Just high density foods. Like my favorite ones that I eat right now in my diet, like every day, are peanut butter, pitted dates, and tahini. So with me having like mostly a vegan diet, those are the 3 main things that I eat. So tahini I use for dressings and sauces like that. My pitted dates I put in my oatmeal every day, and it's just such an easy way to get in calories. Like my oatmeal in the morning is 1,400 calories. I put a lot of peanut butter in it and a lot of dates, so all of that just accumulates, and it's just so much calorie. Like it's just so many calories within that one meal, and it's super easy to get down. So that's my next tip, is just eat high calorie foods. Okay, just finished eating. I'm about to head to the gym, but I'll give you guys tip number 3. Drink your calories. It's a lot easier to just drink something and get calories in that way. So for me, I usually drink almond milk, but right now I'm drinking oat milk, so it has the extra calories, extra carbs, just extra calories, right? Something else is I make giant smoothies to drink as well, so you can fit a lot in smoothies, just like oats, protein, berries, bananas, peanut butter, yogurt. You can fit so much in a smoothie, and it will be very high in calories. So that's another easy way to get in your calories. So those are my 3 tips that have helped me put on muscle and be in a caloric surplus. Those are my biggest ones that have helped me, so hopefully they can help you too. Okay, let's just do a quick recap real quick. Just pulled out the whiteboard for this, getting all professional, even though it still looks like trash because I got no different colors. Anyway, tip number 1, caloric surplus. Track your macros and your calories and find your maintenance, and then make sure you're eating above your maintenance. So I recommend eating like 500 plus calories more. Start off with 500 and then go from there. Eat high caloric foods for tip number 2. Fat sources are going to be your number 1 friend for consuming calories. Make sure that they're healthy fats. You don't just want to be eating junk food all the time to put on weight. I mean, yeah, that works, but it's not really the healthiest. So, so for fat sources, 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories, whereas 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories. So fat sources will be your friend. So peanut butter, tahini, dates, they're not a fat source, but they are high in calories. Oils, nuts and seeds, and also avocado are great sources to help you put on weight. Tip number 3, drink your calories. So with this, make high calorie smoothies. Use milk instead of water whenever you're making a smoothie, or juice, whatever you prefer. But when you're drinking, you can just drink juices, Gatorades, stuff like that, just to help you get in those extra calories in the day. So those are my 3 biggest tips that have helped me put on size. And I know that they'll help you too. You just have to be consistent and stick with it. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'll see you in the next one. So please hit that like and subscribe, and peace.